that look may accuse Roby's husband of doing
Hello,
something.
everybody. I'm back with another tutorial, and this time I'm live. Yes, you can't see my face because I've had a really hard day, and you really don't need to see my dreary face. But with me tonight are two of my favorite crafters. One is Angela Holt, who you guys know from
Hello.
and Robin McCrum, who also has.
Hi, ladies.
What is your YouTube name? Just Robin McCrum?
That's me.
I am hearing something. Hang on, it's me. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Oops, I'm new to this.
And
So
me.
tonight, I thought I would come and do a tutorial since it's been a while. Hello, everybody. I don't know who's all in chat, but I'm going to do a little snowflake bracelet, and I've been working on this for a couple of days, and it is so cute. It is full of Swarovski crystals. I'm working mostly with Swarovski and with some Czech, these little tiny Montes, which I absolutely love. These are crystal AB. But I didn't want to put a whole lot of color in this because I wanted it to keep looking like a snowflake. I didn't want to have purple and pink and blue, and we just wanted to leave a little tiny bit of red in there. So I'm using some really tiny beads tonight. I'm using some 15-0 in a opaque white luster. I'm using a red 15-0 in a red silver line, clear. I'm using 3mm Swarovski bicones. I'm using 4mm of these Rose Montes that are by Czech. They have the square box on the bottom. They do not have that X. That's a different Monty. And I'm also using 4mm bicones in a Swarovski crystal. And all of these are in crystal AB. So tonight I'm also going to be using a cup button from the Potomac Bead Company because I love their cup buttons. And I also purchased their new little Rivolis that are a 10mm that fit perfectly inside of the cup button, but I don't have a good enough color that's going to match this, so I'm just going to leave this cup button the way it is in this tutorial. So before I get any further, hello everybody.
We have a lot of people in there. We got 67 people watching you. We have Debbie Green, Tony Ernest, Eileen H. Rahu.
I don't know how to say her name, but she's been a beading fan of mine for a very long time.
And we have El South Blackburn. Have some new peeps in here.
Yeah, these are my beading subscribers, and it's so nice to have them with me. Is my sister in here? Because if she's not, she's getting a phone call and she's going to be in some major trouble. So before I go any further, I'm getting really bombarded with all these questions about the bead boards. Unfortunately, our fabric, the top fabric that we use on top of our bead board like this, is back ordered until November the 19th. It was supposed to be in October the 1st. As you can see, it's really delayed. So we are definitely getting it in on November the 19th. And at that time, I will do another video to show you guys the new kinds of colors, because we already have all the colors to go in around the edges like this one. And the white will be there's that fly that's driving me crazy. The white will be the same, but we have really pretty colors in here. So unfortunately, I'm very sorry. There's nothing I can do. It's beyond our control that the fabric has been back ordered 2 times, and it's promised to us for sure on November the 19th. So where's my sister? I still don't see her.
We have somebody that says Robin Hules says hello.
Yes, hi, Robin.
And we have Ann Neff and I can't say her name. Sky Dancer. Fina. Sorry.
Jeff, look where those are. So tonight I'm going to get started because I'm going to make a couple more components, because that's definitely not going to fit me. It might fit Barbie, but it's not going to fit my wrist. You guys know me. I don't wear jewelry. I make it, but I just wear rings. I don't wear anything else. I don't wear bracelets. And I have silver earrings in my ears. That's it. And they're like a sleeper earring, so I never take them out. Okay, so let me set this aside. Now, as you can see, these are all individual components, and I just love how they go staggered like this. I was trying to do them in a straight row, and when I did that, I didn't like it. Took it apart, and I took it apart about 5 times. So this took me a long time to get it down perfect the way I wanted it. So I'm going to start with about 1 yard of fire line because I can make a couple of components with 1 yard. And I'm going to thread my needle. All right, this is a super easy component. It's super cute. Super, super cute. Hello, Anne from Texas. You're lucky. You guys are all in warm places. I'm in the cold.
Yes, we have a Laura Marshall, an Ann McGinn, and a Karen Howell.
Okay, so we're going to start with 5 of these rose montes and 5 of these 3mm bicones. Now, the rose montes have to be picked up properly, and you're probably going to have a hard time seeing in this video, so I will do another tutorial, but I thought I would have fun and do something live so I can talk to you guys. Where's Clint? He is not here harassing you guys. He's supposed to be here. Can you zoom? I can zoom, but it may be a little blurry. Let me just try this. We'll see how that goes, but it might be a little blurry, guys. Let me know. Okay, so first and foremost is picking up these rose montes. As you can see, they have 4 holes, and each one of these holes are crisscross. So you would go through them like this. But this is not how we are going to pick these up. We are going to go pick them up on an angle like this. So we're going to go through it diagonally this way. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so you're going to pick that up. Then you're going to pick up a 3mm crystal. And again, make sure you pick your rose montes up all the same way. So I'm picking them up I'm turning them this way, and I'm picking them up from the top like this. So it's backwards on my needle facing me, but my needle is at the top of the rose monte. Okay, so pick them all up the same way. Again, I'm picking
yes, we're able. Sorry, yeah. With you zooming in, we're able to see.
Zoom in a little more.
No, it's really good. I'm able to. They're able to see the holes.
Okay.
There you go. Sorry.
Now we're going to pick up again the same way. We're going to pick up on an angle this way. Okay. 3mm on your needle. Pick up, whoops, that monte went flying from my fingernail. Pick it up on the angle. So again, it's facing me. Every one of them you're going to pick up in the same direction like this. So it's at the top. My needle's at the top of that monte. Pick up your 3mm. And my last monte, we're going to pick it up the same way, this way. And then you're going to pick up your last crystal. So you should have 5 of each on your needle, on your thread. So when you lay them all flat, you can see all 5 of them are all the same way, and all the crystals are up. Okay, now we're just going to tie this with a simple little knot. But be careful when you tie it in a knot, because when you pull this, your monte flips and so does your thread. So I just kind of do it this way very easily. So I can see that my thread's not wrapping around the monte or the crystal. So I'm being very careful, and then I'll give it a good tight pull. And then you should have a nice little ring like this with all your montes faced up. And you can see, get out of here, you stupid fly. And then you could see the star shape in the middle of it. I can't see chat because I have this dumb window open. All right.
We have a question. Is that the name of the bead, Monty?
No, it's spelled M-O-T, or sorry, M-O-N-T-E-E. And it's a Rose Monty. And you can get these ones from China too. The China ones come, I know they're not the perfectest quality, but I do have some of these Rose Monties from China, and they are just as sparkly as this. And they come with the little square box on the bottom. So you can go on eBay and you can buy Rose Monties on eBay. And I believe this is a 3 or 4 millimeter. I'm pretty sure it's about a 4, because there's a 4 millimeter bead. And you can see it's about the same size as the 4 millimeter. So yeah, you can get these on eBay. You can get them from probably anywhere that sells beading supplies. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this piece upside down and I'm going to work from the back, because working from the front, it's a little bit more difficult, and I want to make sure I reinforce this entire circle. So you know me, I like my reinforcing. So I'm going to go through just the bicone, because you're only going to be able to go through one at a time, so you can go back through the angle of that Monty. So you're going to go this way. We got something caught here. Oh, look at, I have a pretty knot. And it's gone. Okay, and now you're going to go through the Monty same way on the diagonal. Be very careful when you're going back through, because sometimes your needle can poke right out the front of it, right between the metal and the stone. And it's easy to do. Ask me, because I've done it. But you can only go through one bead at a time. You can't just go in a complete circle. So I'm going to go all the way around until I get to my knot. So I'm just going through the beads. Good to see you, Fran. Hi. Hi, Lillian. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. So I'm still going through my center, reinforcing. And when you're working with crystals, you guys know the golden rule to reinforce, because the crystals have a very sharp edge, and you probably can't see it in here, but this here, if I wanted to pull this on and cut my thread, I can cut it very easily on this crystal. So you guys want to be careful that you reinforce. Crystals break your thread very easily, cut it very easily, and then it's a huge disappointment, because all your work just falls right apart. There is a fly driving me crazy. Hello, Michela. Okay, so I'm still going through on a diagonal, guys. And be careful, your thread also can snag on these Monties. What happens is your thread gets caught underneath the prawns, whatever you call these things. Those that are holding the stone on, your thread can get caught in there. Okay, so I have reached my knot. I'm going to go through the crystal now. And what I want to do now is get to the very top. Let me flip this over. I want to be at the very top of my Monty. So all you're going to do is go through your bottom hole and go right straight across. Instead of going on a diagonal, go straight across from the bottom, and you will now be at the top. Okay, see that? Fenya, you bought a puppet and named it Miku. That's too funny. Oh, I'd love to see a picture of that puppet. Okay, so now you're at the very top here. So when we're working in the top of these Monties, we're going to go on a diagonal across the top the exact same way we did on the bottom. So now you're going to work with your 4 millimeter and your 3 millimeter crystals. So you're going to pick up one 4 millimeter, you're going to pick up one 3 millimeter, and you're going to pick up another 4 millimeter. So you should have 3 crystals on your needle. And now you're going to go across into the next Monty, going on into the top holes on a diagonal into the next Monty like that. Okay? And then give it a pull. And this is what you have. All right, and now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pick up a 4 millimeter, a 3 millimeter, and a 4 millimeter, and flip it over because you can see your holes easier, and go into your Monty at the very top on a diagonal, like that. A 4 millimeter, a 3 millimeter, a 4 millimeter, and you're going to go right across into the next Monty. 4 millimeter. I have a dog behind me. Tia is behind me. Okay. Now you're going to go across into the next Monty. Sometimes it can be a little challenging. I don't know why that one was challenging because it seemed fine. And make sure you keep your work pulled nice and tight so these little points don't become loose on you. So pick up a 4, a 3, and a 4. And this will be your last one. So there you have your real crystals, all crystals in here. And now you're going to go right into your Monty, directly across, and this will be the last section. Give it a good tight pull. Make sure nothing came loose. Then you're going to work your way up through just the 4 millimeter, the very first one you put on. You're going to go up through your 4 millimeter and give it a good tight pull. You do not need to reinforce this row because you'll be going through this row another time. So now you're going to work with your teeny tiny 15-0s. You're going to pick up 7 of them. And you're going to go skip the 3 millimeter. And you're going to go directly into the 4 millimeter. And I'm working from backwards. I don't know why. I'm working in the wrong direction. Okay, and you're going to place those on top like that. Okay, now you're going to pick up 1 red 15 millimeter on your needle. So I have 1 tiny bead up here. You're going to go straight across into the 4 millimeter and only go in the 4 millimeter. Up in like that. And be careful of your thread that it doesn't snag on your Monties. Okay, and give that a pull tight in there as well. Okay, so you just have a little tiny red 15-0 in there. Now you're going to pick up, oh, you're late, eh, sister? You're fired. So now you're going to pick up 7 more of your white 15-0s. Skip the 3 millimeter and go down into the 4 millimeter and give it a good tight pull like that. Now you're going to pick up 1 red 15-0 and you're going to go up the 4 mil, the next one over. You're going to go up this 4 millimeter here. Okay. And you're going to place that between the 4 millimeters. See? I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there is the red ones in between here. Pick up 7 more 15-0s in the white. Skip the 3 millimeter, go into the 4 millimeter. Whoops. I hate this tail thread, guys. I really hate it. So it's coming out. Snip it off. You know me. Burn it down. And it's gone. Okay, so now you're going to pick up a red one. You're going to go up the 4 millimeter again, the next one over. Place that there. And this will tighten up your snowflake. Get out of here. That's a mosquito. Wants to eat me. So I'm picking up 7 more white ones, skipping the 3 millimeter and going into my 4 millimeter. Like so. Pick up a red one. Go up into the 4 millimeter. and place the red one in the 4mm. So now you have this cute little snowflake coming on. Do you see it? And very, very sparkly. Okay, we need 7 more. And skip the 3 and go into the 4. And you're still going to have to put 1 red one because now you're done with your seed beads, except for putting the 1 red between these 2 4s. And that should be the last one you need. Okay, so you're going to go up the 4mm and you're going to go into the first 3 of those seed beads that you first row of 7, go into the 3rd one. Okay, and this is where we're going to make the points now. This is where our star, or snowflake, star, whatever, becomes really pointy along the edges. You see how pointy these are? This is how you're going to do it. So you're going to come up into the 3rd one. You're going to skip this 4th one, skip the middle bead, and go down the next 3 beads. Next to 3 15-0s, like so. And give this a good tight pull, but sometimes you have to push this bead up before you pull your thread. So push this bead up into the point and give it a good tight pull, and there is your point on your star. Okay, now go down your 4mm and into that 15-0, the red one that's between them. I like working from the back because it's easier to see. I'm into the red one. Now you're going to come up your 4mm and into your first 3 15-0s on your needle. Okay, you're going to skip this bead. You're going to go down the next 3 beads. I like to do all of this in one pass. I like to do all 3 of the 4mm and into the red 15-0, all on my needle. I go right through it in one pass. But before I pull my thread tight, I always pull up this bead in the middle, pull it up in the middle, and then give your thread a good tight pull. And then that bead stays right perfectly pointed out. I don't live stream all that much. Man, oh man, this mosquito wants to eat me. Help. No, this is actually the 2nd time I've ever live streamed, Elizabeth. Okay, so I've come up my 4mm and into the first 3, skipping this one here and going down the next 3 beside it into the 4mm and into that 15-0, the red one. And before you give this a pull this middle bead up, because once you pull that thread, that's going to be good and tight. Give it a good tight pull, and there's your point. And now you're going to do it one more time. So you should have done it 5 times. I will have some kits for this particular bracelet. They will be listed in Etsy for you to purchase just the beads. I don't sell the findings, but there is no findings in here anyway. You ain't going to get a needle and thread, that's for sure. All right. This snowflake is done, guys. Look how fast and easy it is. And look at how gorgeous. Hi, Clint. So there's your snowflake. So I'm going to do this one more time, but before I end my thread, I'm going to join it onto my bracelet. So I can show you guys how to join your snowflakes. So as you can see here, wait, I need to be in one of these points. So I am exiting out of the red seed bead, the 15-0. So I'm going to come up in those 3 there, and I'm going to go into this very tip of the middle of this bead here. Okay, so it doesn't matter, but just make sure you have it upright, okay, and you don't have it wrong. So as you can see, when I was putting this bracelet together, it's kind of like, you know, like this. That's how you want it. The last one I put on this point, I'm going to put, instead of putting it here, I'm going to put it down here. So I'm coming out of my 15-0 on this side. So I'm going to pick up 1 3mm, and we need these as well. These are Swarovskis. They're called Light Siam 6mm, number 5000. You're going to pick up 1 3mm, 1 6mm, 1 3mm, and you're going to go across into the point of this one. So I'm joining it down here. The last one I joined up here, if you can see what I mean, if you hold the star, you'll see I joined it up here. Now I'm going to, I'm going to join it on this one. So this one here. Okay. And because I'm coming out on this side, I'm going to go in on this side. And both of my snowflakes are upright. So you want to go through it like this. Okay. And you want to pick up another 3mm, another 6mm crystal, and a 3mm. And you want to go back through that very beginning 15-0 that you came out of. Okay. And you want to join this. And you know what the golden rule is? You got to reinforce it. Okay. So you're just going to go right back through all your beads again. Back through the 15-0. Give it a good tight pull, guys. Back through here. And this is where you'll tie off your thread now that you've sewed it on. Instead of tying on thread to sew each one of these on, just as you make them with your leftover thread, you just go and reinforce it. So there you can see, guys, that's the shape that you're going to get from your bracelet. So when it's sitting on your wrist, get out of my way, it'll sit like this. And it'll be all your pretty little snowflakes. So I'm assuming one more star is going to make a size 8 bracelet. So this is really, really, really sparkly, guys. I don't think you can see it that well in the camera, but it's just picture crystals, all crystal AB. So they have the Aurora Borealis coating on them, and it just makes them phenomenal, including my Rose Montes. So it just makes it look like a really pretty little snowflake. That's why I kept away from putting a bunch of color in it, because I didn't want the color, the other color, to destroy the actual look of a snowflake, because snowflakes aren't all different colors. They're white, and we wanted to stay that way. So what you're going to do now is I am just going to reinforce again, but this time I'm going to go up through some beads, and I'm going to tie a half hitch knot. So I'm going to go through this big pearl, this big crystal. I absolutely love these light cyan Swarovski crystals. So you're just going to make your little loop, okay? And you're going to go through it twice, like so, and give it a good tight pull, okay? And then you're going to go through this one, and you're going to tie it again in your loop. So this time I'm going to go through the 3mm on the other side, okay? And I'm going to go between the 3mm and the 6mm crystal. And we're going to tie twice through here, and that's what you would call a surgeon's knot. Okay, and pull it tight. Now I'm going to run through some beads, if I can get my needle through them. And I'm going to go up through some 15-0s, and then I'm going to cut my thread off. Okay, what the heck, we'll go through the crystal too. All right, so I like to leave a little hunk of thread like this. Don't know if you can see it, but I'll try and show it. See it? And where's my lighter? And I just like to burn it. And done. Okay, you burn it with the lighter, and it kind of tucks right in behind. You can't even see it. Okay, so there is 5 little snowflakes. Look at how pretty this is. So this kit will be, for all of these crystals, you'll get enough to make 6 snowflakes. Oops, I have this one upside down. I was thinking that's not sitting right. You will get enough to make 6 snowflakes, including the red crystals in your kit, including the cup button. You will get all the seed beads you need, the white ones and some red ones, and the Monties that you need for this kit. And it will be $30 on Etsy for all these crystals. And being so much is because they are all Swarovski crystals. And as you can see, it takes a fair amount to make this entire bracelet. So I'm not sure how big this is going to turn out with 6, but I'm pretty sure I wear a size 8, that you can see from here that one more section is going to be enough, because it's probably going to be a little bit too big once I put the cut button on the end of it. Okay. I said hi to him. Someone tell Ruby I'm here. Hi, Clint. I'm happy you're here. And I like to shine up my crystals by just rubbing them on the mat, and it takes your fingerprints off of your crystals. See? Look at how pretty. Okay, so one more time, I'll show you guys how to make it, and then we'll be done with the components. And I have enough thread on here to make a second one. But first I need a drink, because I have a dog behind me.
Ruby, I have a question.
Yes, my dear.
You said if you rub it on your mat, like the beading mat, or the mat that you're working on now, to take the fingerprints off?
That's what I just did.
Yeah, on just that. Okay.
Yeah,
Because I didn't know. Does that work just for any bead?
well, yeah, for any crystals, if you rub them on your mat, they work perfectly.
I did not know this. I have learned something new.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
They take all your finger. If you rub them, you got to like really rub them. I don't mean hard. I just turn mine upside down like this, and I just rub them on here, and it to get round. I don't know what Mary Natelli said to me. Who is Yvette Blash? You guys want to put her in timeout? No. Who's doing that? Well, look what they're writing.
I'm getting it.
I received my package today. Everything is beautiful. She might not recognize my YouTube name, but it's Robin Hills. I knew it was you, Robin, with the Robbie. I knew it. I knew it. I'm glad you got your pretties. Okay. Let's make one more quick component. I'm not going to do it in slow motion because you guys have the knack now, right? You guys know how to do this. So you're going to pick up 5 Monties, and you're going to turn them all upside down. Oops, I need one more. You're going to turn them all upside down so that the bottoms are facing up. And you're going to get 5 of your 3 millimeters. And you're going to pick up one of these. You're going to pick up the Monty at the top on a diagonal. Don't go straight across. If you go straight across, this is not going to work, guys. So make sure you go through the tips of your square. Okay, it has to be on a diagonal. And yes, Nancy, these would make absolutely gorgeous earrings. Each component. These crystals are not hard to buy. You guys can find these crystals anywhere. You can use Chinese crystals. You can use Czech crystals. They have beautiful shine. The thing about Chinese crystals is they are not crystal clear. They are foggy. And I did show in a video last year, I believe it was, the difference between an actual Swarovski crystal and a Chinese crystal, and you could absolutely see the difference. It was like looking at crystal clear and looking at cloud. So that's the only reason why I absolutely hate using crystal bicones from eBay. Don't ever buy them from eBay. There's ones that you can get from your local jewelry stores, the Chinese crystals. Again, the crystal clear ones, I don't use them. I don't use any Chinese crystals. I don't like them. They're too cheap looking. Please, 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 can you donate that to me? I'm your favorite sister. Sister, this is going on my bead auction. I always give my bracelet away in the grab bag. Hi, Clint. I see you. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Say yes, you can hear me. But anyway, this bracelet's going to go in the grab bag. I always give this away in the grab bag.
Ooh.
Yeah. My last bracelet I made, I put in the grab bag, and I gave a kid away in the grab bag.
You rock.
I might do that too.
You rock.
See that even the dogs agreed with you, Robin.
That's right. Of course they did. Now Miku just needs to chime in and it'll be official.
No, once he starts, you know what he's like. He doesn't stop.
I know. But you know how I love that bird, so.
Hello,
It gets me
Kathy.
cracking up.
All right. Now we're picking up our Monty's on a diagonal. Remember, diagonal. And why don't you want to poke through there?
Patsy's crying.
I know she is. She'll be here tomorrow, ladies. You guys get to see her tomorrow. I know, Mary, you didn't win it. Did you even try? Because I wasn't paying attention. Again, I'm picking up one of each. Picking up
I forgot to get some Monty's. That is for sure.
Monty, you can get them from eBay. They're just as beautiful. The Monty's. You don't have to spend a fortune on them. Okay, so when you put your Monty's, all your pieces on, lay them down and make sure they're all up and your threads running through them the exact same at the top of each one before you tie your knot. Okay, so I'm going to tie my knot. Very carefully, because once you tie it tight, these get mangled like.
Robin, it's still breaking out.
And then pull it tight, and there's your little star, the beginning of your star. Jen, no, these are not the ones with the cross. These are the ones with the little box on the bottom. Okay, these are the ones that you can go straight through. Okay, these are the boxed shaped ones. You can get these in the check. You can get them even, someone told me that Swarovski makes these box ones, but I have yet to ever see them. Okay.
Kat wanted to know, how do you know what a good price is for necklaces and bracelets with crystals in them? She's trying to sell them.
It's now that's a tricky question, Kathy. Squeaky cat. I mean, wow, this mosquito wants to eat me alive. It's all depending, like on a bracelet like this. You know, I'm using all Swarovski crystals in this bracelet. Now, if you go to the Swarovski website and you try to buy something like this, you're going to pay anywhere from $45 to $50 to $60 for this. Because it being the price of Swarovski crystals are not cheap. And you guys that are beaders know how much these crystals cost. I don't even have to tell you. A bag like this with 72 beads in here, this was $30 for 72 beads. And I'm telling you, 72 beads don't go very far. As you can see, in here alone, I've used, well, okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 53 millimeter Swarovskis. And the smaller the bead, the more expensive the bead. Good night, Raju.
I did not know that.
Yeah, if you notice, the 3 millimeters are always cost more because I guess they're a little bit more daintier and hard to work with. I don't know why they charge more for 3 millimeters, but they do.
Because they can.
Yeah, because they can, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm just going right through this again, my work. I'm just going to try and speed things up here a little bit. Okay, and I'm just reworking my loop, my circle. Again, you can't go through 2 beads at a time doing this, unfortunately, because you have of the direction you have to take in the Monty.
This
And,
really
you know,
works out quick.
yeah, they do. I tried to make a simple component. I fought with this component for 2 days. It wasn't turning out. And I know I wanted to make a star. I wanted to make a snowflake more than a star. And I started off with 4 beads and it just wasn't working out. It was turning into a square. And I'm like, what the heck? So I fought, I ripped it apart. You guys saw what I was working on yesterday.
Yeah.
I took that apart. That didn't work.
She had a very frustrated look on her face.
I was frustrated. And then today after work, I thought, you know what? It's Friday. Take your time, Ruby. Sit down, chill with a nice pumpkin spice coffee and make your star. And then I'm thinking, you dummy. You need 5 points, not 4. So I figured it out. I thought, okay, I'm going to use my Montes. So I went and dug out the Montes, and then I put the crystals in, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to use a lot of seed beads in this. I want it to be all crystals because I wanted it to look like a snowflake. Okay, and if I start using colors in there, and believe me, this is very sparkly, so it looks like a real snowflake.
I like those seed beads on the ends. I like that. It looks like kind of like snow.
Oh, these ones, yeah, that's what I was kind of going, just a little wee bit of white incorporated on the ends.
It looks good. I like that.
It's beautiful. Yes, Jen, I know that. That's probably why they're more expensive, is because 3 millimeters are really hard to facet. And if you ever watched a video of how the Czech Republic, did you ever watch that? How the Czech Republic makes their fire polish, how they make crystals, how they dye all their beads, their seed beads, how they facet them. It's fascinating watching that. And the Potomac Bead Company has a tour of the Czech Republic. They went there and they did a tour of the plant, the factory that makes these beads. And it was actually very fascinating to watch how they make these things and how fast and how many pieces of broken glass is just like everywhere because they use actual glass. And I heard, okay, I'm at the end where my tail is, guys, and this tail is going bye-bye because it's annoying me. And I'm just going to burn this long. See how long I leave it? But if I leave it this long, it leaves a nice little ball, and that little ball can't go through your beads. And that one did not burn yet. I don't want to burn my actual thread. Oops. There we go. And then it's harder to pull it through your beads. So, okay, so we are done. Now you're coming out of your, go into a 3 millimeter and go directly across into your Monty, but go on the up, go right across. This time don't go on a slant because now you want to be at the top of that Monty. Okay. Now you're going to pick up your 3 millimeter and your 4 millimeter. So you're going to pick up a 4, a 3, and a 4 in your bicones. Aren't these gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to go across into your Monty on a diagonal. I'm taking her stocking, her tree, and now this. Is that why you're coming over tomorrow so you can just hog everything?
Mickey Cat wants to know what's the difference between Christazzi and Swarovski.
Christazzi and I don't know.
Yeah.
Swarovski crystals are actual real crystals. They are made in Austria. That is where you buy Swarovski crystals from, or that's where they make, the factory is made there. And you can tell just by all the facets in a Swarovski crystal, and the clarity of this crystal is phenomenal. And if you take a Chinese crystal it will be, I wish I had one, but I don't, because I got rid of all those. They were just yucky. And a Czech crystal, the ones made in the Czech Republic, the Czech bicones, they're just as beautiful as a Swarovski. They're a little less cheaper than a Swarovski. Another thing about the difference between Swarovski and Preciosa, which is Czech beads, and Chinese. The Chinese beads are not consistent in size. You'll find one that's a half a bicone. The split in the middle will be over here. You'll have a fatter side and a shorter side. And when you're working with lopsided bicones and you're trying to fit something in perfectly in your project, if you're using Chinese beads and you need something to be precise, I wouldn't use Chinese beads. I would stick with your Thunder Polish or your Preciosa and your Swarovskis. Yes, they're more expensive, but I'm telling you, there's a huge difference. And they are the real deal. Now, in my curio cabinet downstairs, I have a parrot that was made out of Swarovski crystals that came from Austria, and you can buy all kinds of things. You can go to a jewelry store, and they have like a display box or a glass display, and there's all those Swarovski animals. Oh gosh, anything you can find. And they're made out of crystals, and some of those pieces are like $1,000.
Oh my word.
Yes. And they shine and sparkle just like these do.
Oh wow. I bet that parrot is beautiful.
Yeah, I have one downstairs in my cabinet. I have a parrot, or I don't know what it is. A lady friend of mine bought me those. She bought me another bird, and she bought me a set of turtles. The turtles are so
Aw.
cute. Yeah. My curio cabinet is full of crystal. Ask my sister.
And she hasn't got her sticky fingers on it yet?
Hell no.
No?
I'll rip her face off. Okay, so I've finished putting on all my 5 points, which is a 4mm, 3mm, 4mm, and going across into each one of the top parts of the Montes. So now I've used both sets of holes on the Montes. There's the back of it. Now you're going to go up into the 4mm bicone, the very first one that you put on, and you're going to pick up 7 white. These are your little tips. 7 white 15-0s. Okay, you're going to pick up 7 of these little guys. You're going to skip the 3mm and go into the next one, but go down and only go into that 4mm. Okay, and you're going to place your 7 beads on top like that.
That looks so cute.
Yeah, and then you're going to pick up. That's why I have a wonderful, loving, beautiful sister. Make her younger sis stuff. Her younger sis. You are so funny, Patsy. And now you're going to pick up a red 15-0 and you're going to go up into the next 4mm. By the way, my sister is older than me. Nice try, Pats.
Oh, I hear that all the time because my sister is actually younger than me, and she will tell everybody she's the baby.
I have a younger sister that's the baby. I'm the second youngest sister. I have 2 older sisters, and Patsy is one of them.
Ooh, slam.
Okay, so I'm picking up a red 15-0, and I'm going up into the 4mm, and then I'm going to pick up 7 more white ones. And these are teeny tiny beads, and there's even a smaller bead than this. There is a 13-0 Charlotte, which is an absolutely gorgeous bead because it has facets on them, believe it or
I would
not.
have to have like
They're expensive.
bifocal or something.
They're expensive. For a strand of them, they're not cheap. Okay, so we are in between our 4mm. You're going to pick up a red one, and you're going to go up into the next 4mm, placing a red one beside it. And you're going to pick up 7 white And you're going to go into the next 4mm. Pick up a red one.
Ruby, how many years have you been beading?
I have been beading since 2005. So 11 years.
So you know your stuff.
Oh, I do. What my beading fans don't know. Yes, Clint. Ask a question if you have one. And just so you guys know that the chat is delayed to me by about a minute. So I don't get to read what you guys say for about a minute. It's kind of delayed and I don't know why.
I think it does that periodically.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm picking up my last 15-0 and going up into the first 3 white beads that I first put on here. And I'm going to skip this next middle one, which is the 4th bead in the set of 7. And I'm going to go down the 3 beads and into the crystal, the 4mm crystal, and into the red 15-0 right through all 5 of those beads. Okay? And before you pull your thread tight, take this middle bead, push it out, because this thread, when you pull it, is going to go underneath that bead and it's going to push that bead up. Okay?
Oh, that's why you skip that bead.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because now it'll always stay pointy there.
Aha.
I don't know how she does that. I give you a lot of credit for that, sis. I couldn't do that. Very proud of your work. The only thing she's missing is her glass house. A glass house. Me, I'm a klutz and I should have a glass house. Okay, so just so you all know, my husband and I just bought our house. We don't have to move now. We bought the house for my son because he's going to Los Angeles to school. And I know at the beginning of summer there, before my dad passed away, we had put the house up for sale and my son was selling it. And then I just said to my husband, oh my God, I really don't want to move again. We did so much work here. Hi, Sorry. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Nanny. We did so much work in this house. And we really and truly did not want to move. So we decided we were just going to go purchase this house and stay put. The only thing is now we have to do a little bit of rework because my younger daughter is going, well, one of my kids are moving back in with her children. So we have to make a bit of adjustments here in the house. It's a huge house. It's a 4-bedroom house, but her children need to have their own bedrooms. So we're going to make some adjustments here. So I'll be out of commission for a little while because we're going to be doing some major moving around, and that means moving my bead room because my granddaughter is going to have that room. She absolutely wants that room so bad. It is a beautiful room, but my daughter's husband is going to build me kind of like a nice little craft room in our spare place in the basement, and it's a huge room. It's the whole size of half the house. So it's yeah, it's going to be big, and it's got all these shelves in it built in it already. So
no more storage place problems.
Yes, and that means not moving, Robin. I'm so
yes.
People, you guys have no idea how badly I did not want to move. I was so depressed about it. You know, I thought, just screw it. You know, I'm going to camp. And then my father passed away, so that put a damper on my camping. All right, so I'm continuing around here, and I'm skipping out on this middle bead. Still skipping out on it. And you could sleep on the couch, sister. Or I can even make my blow-up bed for you. Remember the ones I had at camp? I can make you that bed up. There'll always be a place for you to sleep, sister. You know that. You just can't sleep in. My sister, when she comes here, she always stays for a few days with us. And she has a tendency to go to bed very late at night, and she gets up a little later than I normally do. And because I go to work every day, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, me and my husband, and by 9 o'clock, I am sitting here yawning. I am so tired. So I usually go to bed early on my sister, and I leave her all by herself up here. But she's okay with that. She's got her doggies with her. Okay, so for those of you that have missed this, now we're going to attach our component. But before I got to talking here, I didn't even say what I was doing. I just went up and I'm in one of the points. It doesn't matter which point you go in, as long as you're in one of the star or those snowflake points. Be in the very tip, okay? And make sure your snowflakes are upside right. And okay, so as you can see, I explained before how the bracelet kind of goes, you know, like a little bit of a zigzag. Do you see that?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to put this next component here on this one here instead of this one. I'm going to put it on this one so that it just stays really nice on your wrist. So when it sits on your wrist, it'll sit like this. Okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Look at how
And it
pretty.
doesn't flip
Right?
that way.
Yeah. If you try to put these on straight because it's a 5-pointed component, it's not going to work. Doesn't work. All right. So now we're going to need some 6mm round crystals. We've got some Swarovskis here. Okay. And you're going to need some 3mm. So I'm coming out on this side here of, you can see where my thread's exiting on this side. You're going to pick up a 3mm, a 6mm, and a 3mm, and you're going to let it flip out like that. And then you're going to go through into the point of your joint bracelet here. So make sure you go, if you started in this one on the bottom, you're going to go the next one up. So see where the middle is here where you joined it? Skip that one, go into the next one. And I'm going to go in this way so my components stay upright. Always make sure your component is upright and not upside down. Hi, Maya. Hi, Liana. Is Maya here, Pat? Oh, hi, Maya. That's my granddaughter.
Aww. Hi, Maya.
Are you watching,
Hey,
Grandma?
Clint.
Oh, my God. Oh. She wrote, hi, Grandma.
Aww.
Yes, she always watches Grandma's YouTube videos.
It's so sweet. Well, she'll grow up to be a beater, too.
Jeff, can you translate what Gabriella said to me, please?
Oh, she wants you to go a little bit slower because she doesn't understand. She likes it, but she doesn't understand your English. She doesn't understand language, so she just wants you to go a little slower.
Okay, Gabriella, I'm going to redo the tutorial for you. It will be done because I know the clarity of my camera in the actual video here is really hard for you guys to see. And I will go slower in my next video. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, so I've come out on this side of my component where I'm joining it. Now I'm just going to make a circle and go back through that original 50 I came out of. Okay, I'm just going back through that one. And now I have a circle, and now you're going to reinforce it. And this bracelet's definitely going to be huge. Yeah, that's what my husband just said, Ariella. Okay, so I'm going to go right back through everything here. So I'm going through the 3mm, the 6mm, the 3mm, and I'm going to pull it tight and through the 15-0. I'm just reinforcing, guys. Reinforce. And through here and through here. All right, so if you want to reinforce it a third time, by all means go ahead, because I'm only using 6-pound fire line. And 6-pound fire line and crystals, you know what happens. Look at how gorgeous this is. You guys don't even need lights on this, because
That is beautiful, Ruby.
isn't it gorgeous, Robin?
I love it.
Yeah, there will be pictures on this. So you guys see how this is perfect size now?
Yeah.
It's actually going to be a little too big when I put the clasp on, but I'm going to put the clasp on as small as I can because of the component. But because I don't have enough thread, I'm going to tie this thread off. And I'm just going to tie it off. Actually, I'm going to go right through, back through my joining beads here like I did last time. So I'm just going to make some half hitch knots here. Okay, so I'm going to go through here and do 2 times around the loop. Give it a good tight pull and go through your crystal. And okay, what's going on? And through your 15-0. Hey, how's it going, Misty? Thanks for coming. Actually, sister, it doesn't fit me. It's going to be too big. But that's how the ball bounces. I might wear this. I might wear this for Christmas. Depends what my Christmas outfit is. It'll probably be my pajamas. Which pajamas should I wear? The pink ones or the blue ones? Christmas, I don't even dress up anymore. Okay, I'm lying. I do. A little bit. Right, Miku? All right, so we're just cutting that off now. We're going to burn this. I love playing with fire. And she's done. Okay, components are complete. They're all attached. And that is one pretty bracelet. I wish you guys could see this in real life. Again, like I said, I will have kits. I will be redoing this tutorial like I did with my last live show, only because if this was something I was altering, I wouldn't have to redo it because you're able to see that. But because we're working with very tiny, delicate beads, it's really hard to, like in my other camera, I can hold this up close and it will focus right on the actual piece. Okay, so we need some fire line because we're going to put a closure on it.
Ruby,
Yeah,
your sound is vibrating.
it's vibrating.
Yeah, it's like there's a vibration when you talk.
Yeah, there's a big, it sounds staticky, like a static TV.
Why would it do that all of a sudden?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it because of you? How do I fix it? Why would it just all of a sudden do that?
Guess what, Mom?
Am I still staticky, guys?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
You just direct it, so.
Okay. Clint, you will know when something doesn't turn out. If you've been a beater for as long as I have, and you're making something, you're going to know if the beads don't fit. Am I beating on the wash machine again? No. Misty, you are funny. I needed a good laugh. That was cute. No. So yeah, Clint, if something doesn't turn out, you're gonna know, believe me. You're gonna tell. All right. So now I'm gonna go back into putting in some more thread. So I'm gonna just tie a piece on. You know how I like to do that. And as you can see, I'm going to end up tying, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to tie my closure on here, and I'm going to finish it up here on this side here. So they're opposite to each other. So when I join my bracelet, it will fit, it'll still stay zigzagged. So the way I like to join my thread is I just go underneath inside a hole, bring it up between a crystal and a 15-0 and pull it tight like that, okay? And I don't need a big long tail like that. And now you're just gonna tie a nice big knot. So I'm gonna make a surgeon's knot and I'm gonna wrap it twice around the loop, okay? And pull it tight. And now this time I'm only gonna wrap it once because I want this knot, when I pull it, I want it to fit into that crystal, okay? So there we go. Now I'm just going to pull my needle, put my needle through this crystal here where I tied the knot. Hopefully I can get in there. And I need to go into that little tiny 15-0. Okay, and pull your thread and your knot inside of that crystal like that. Okay, so now your knot is gone and it's hidden. Now, before I go into here, I am going to tie another half-hitch knot just because I have a brand new thread here. It's not really that secure yet. So I'm going to go between the 15-0 and the crystal, and I'm going to go in there just once with a half-hitch knot, okay, and give it a good tight pull. Now I feel like my thread's secure. Snip the tip off, burner, and you are good to go. So there's no way that will pull out on you. All right, so now we're going to go into this crystal and into the point. Like this. Okay. And you're going to exit into the middle of that. So again, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. I am upside down, twisted here. All right. I'm doing opposite of joining. So I'm joining my cut button here. So this will be here and my loop will be up here. Okay, do you see what I'm doing, guys? Do you understand that?
I got it.
Self, no, I don't sell my jewelry in Etsy. I tried that once, it never worked, and I never tried to sell it again. So now for this cut button here, I absolutely love these for closures because it does look like a cut button. It is so pretty. And wait till you see, Potomac Bead Company has a little tiny Rivoli that you glue in here, but you would not glue that Rivoli in until you actually work your button, okay? You're not going to glue that. But I never bought
That makes sense.
Christmas color. They have so many of those. They're 10mm Rivoli. They're so tiny. They're just precious. Anyways, I got 2 colors in them, and I will be working with them, and I will be making kits and including one in your kit because it will be your end piece. The only thing you're not going to get is the glue to glue it in because a lot of countries don't allow you to ship glue. Okay, so I don't want to extend this bracelet any longer than what it is. So I'm just going to pick up maybe 1 seed bead. maybe 2. And I'm going to go into one hole of the cup button from the bottom to the top. Okay, 1 hole. And on top of the cup button, I'm going to put a 50-0, a 3mm crystal, and a 50-0. All right, so we'll have this on top. And then you're going to drop your needle down into the second hole and come out of the second hole of your cup button, like so. Okay. And then you'll have that.
I've never
Now,
used a cup button.
oh, they're beautiful. Potomac Company's, B Company's the only one that has these.
That's cool.
Yeah. Then you're going to pick up 2 more 50-0s, and you're going to go right back into where you started. And now, because this is part of a closure, you are definitely going to reinforce this 3 times. You're not going to do it any less. So when you go through your cup button, make sure you snag that 50-0 on top of your cup button, because you're not going to get your needle under it any other way. And then you're going to go through your 4mm or 3mm, and whoops, and then you're going to go back down your cup button into the 50-0, and then back into the 2 50-0s at the bottom of your cup button, and then back through your beginning bead that you started in. And now you're going to go through this one more time. So here's the 3rd time. Remember, when you go up the cup button, snag that 50-0. You're not going to get your needle in there, I promise you. Okay, and then you're going to go across your 3mm. And then you're going to go back down the 50-0, back through the cup button, and back through the 2 at the bottom. And then you're going to go through your 50-0. And then now your cup button is on. Okay, and I did not put any kind of an extension on this. Now, if this bracelet ended up being too small for you, this is where you can cheat in the part where you add your closure. You just add, to get some length on this, you just add some more seed beads in there and make it a little bit longer. So when you, if it is too small for you, put a few extra beads in there. Actually put some crystals in there. You can do just about anything to extend the length of your bracelet here. So you don't have to go and make a whole nother new component. You can just add extra beads in here. For this end here, I'm not going to add any extra beads in the tip here because I want this bracelet to fit me. And as you can see, whoopsies, I just need to have a loop here, and it's already going to be too big a bit, but I still think it's gorgeous. Whoops. Yes, I made a mess. I made a big mess. All right. Now we're going to tie this off. Whoops, we're tangled here. So I am coming down here. I'm just going to go down these 3 beads here and into the, actually, I'm just going to go into the 4mm. And then I'm just going to go across, oops, watch you don't tangle your thread up. I'm going to go right into this Monty, and I'm going to go around here. And then now I'm going to start tying knots. But I have to go far enough away from where I tied my thread on because I won't get through that bead. Because there's a big, huge knot in it, and it's melted. But I will tie one right here, right between my 50-0s. So what I do is I put the thread in there and I pull it. So it locks in there. Okay, and pull that knot. There's one knot. Trying to get in these seed beads. Going down this side. You know me, guys, I like to do about 3 knots, especially on a closure. Pull your thread in between. Make sure it doesn't go over top of your beads. Because I've done that. Okay. This is giving me a bit of a hard time because I'm working in where there's knots and stuff. I'm just going to cut it off. I'm done. All right. At the end of this show, guys, you can ask questions. I'll be able to focus on the monitor. Right now, I'm focusing on this without getting needle pricks. So there's your Monty or your cup button. And now I want to be in this side again, on this side, because I want to put my loop here. So I'm just going to bring my thread up between a seed bead and a crystal here. So just in one loop. And I'm going to pull this in there before I tie it. Okay. And then we're just going to tie a knot. And we're going to do one wrap, two wraps. And one more loop, one more wrap. Okay, and then we are going to tie a half hitch knot right at the end of this crystal when I get up in it. Because then I pulled my knot inside of that crystal. I'm going to still tie a half hitch knot here. I'm never secure with just tying on a thread. And now I can burn this. Watch you don't burn your actual working thread. All right, we're done.
That sounds like something I would do.
Oh, I've done it, believe me. And that's why I like adding my thread on and doing it all in kind of like.
Yeah.
Am I staticky again?
No. I don't hear it.
Clint said, what in the world, Ruby, staticky? Okay. So I think I'm going to use red 15 O's. I don't know how many I need. So I'm going to count 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is definitely not enough. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Not enough. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Let's see how many 32 will give me. So I'm just going to go through this loop. Oh, wow, that's way too small. Yeah, that's not going to fit the cup button. No. That's going to end up breaking. All right. We will just go right back out. 33, 34. So let's do 34. 34 might cut it, guys. Okay, I'm going to hold this tight. And let's see if our cup button fits through without any pulling or snugging. Yeah, that's good. I don't want to make this too big of a loop because I don't want to add any extra length to this bracelet whatsoever. So now I am just going through all these beads again, reinforcing it so it does not come apart.
You make this look so effortless.
Oh, it is though, Robin. It's very easy to do.
I bet you could do these in your sleep.
Well, I used to. I just still want to make sure this fits. Because sometimes I've done that and good night, Mary. Have a good night, Mary. Okay, so I am going back up one more time around. Again, it's part of your closure. You want to have this good and secure. And now that's it. We're done. And then you have yourself a beautiful little teeny tiny snowflake bracelet. So
I like that you used the red on that. That's pretty.
Yeah, I just wanted to give it a little bit of Christmas color to it. So that's enough. All right, so I want to exit down through and tie some knots. Okay. It's probably not a good idea to tie knots where I just tied one. So we came up this way, so I just want to go on this 50-0, the red one that's between the 4s, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we can do it. If there's a will, there's a way. Come on, sorry, beating for dummies. Anybody? I need
Sorry,
to
you're silly. Sorry, silly.
She sure is. I need to do beating for dummies.
Squeaky Cat wants to know if you do wire wrapping.
Who does?
Squeaky Cat.
I have done some wire wrapping in the past. I am absolutely not the greatest at wire wrapping, but I will certainly try. I'm just doing some knots here, guys. Yeah,
That wire wrapping is hard.
Some people are gifted at it and can just do it with no problem. I'm telling you, it takes me hundreds of tries. Believe me. I absolutely suck at wire wrapping.
I don't know. I love that heart pendant that you made.
Oh, yeah. Well, that took 100 tries.
It was beautiful, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do a lot of wire wrap. But I can fake something if you want me to. I can fake being professional at it.
There you go. Don't even tell them you're faking. Just this is how you do it.
Professional. Okay, I think I left that one a wee bit too long. Get in there. All right. And we have
Gorgeous.
finished, gorgeous finished bracelet. And we have beads
It
everywhere.
is gorgeous. Boy, whoever wins that grab bag is going to be one lucky lady.
Yep, first, this will be in my tomorrow's grab bag for sure. I always throw this in. So that's our upside down, beautiful snowflake. Why is it upside down? Oh, because I turned it. Oopsies. Oh, wait.
I love that.
I gotta clean
You
it.
know, that would make a gorgeous
Hi,
neck.
Sandra.
I could see that, like, for an evening out. Like, I'm thinking maybe New Year's Eve, make that into a necklace with some earrings.
It almost looks like a piece of garland.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it turned out real. I'm very, very, very happy with this snowflake bracelet, ladies. Yeah, it is very sparkly. That's the bonus part of using Swarovski crystals. Okay, let me put it on. I got to model it. And it's not getting modeled in my birthday suit. See, I knew I made this loop too small. See? Let me just try here. I'm really challenged with one hand. I got to get it over top of that little crystal. And it keeps snagging on it. I can't get it on.
No crying.
Don't worry, this will stretch over time.
Ruby, don't cry.
I know. Okay, make sure you put more than 34 in.
Maybe 36.
Yeah, because it's snagging on that There. Nope. I got a half on. Does that count?
Yeah, it counts.
I can't get it over top of the little crystal. Jeff, come and do this.
Jeff to the rescue.
Yes, Jeff, help. You kind of have to, yeah, put it over top of that crystal.
Wow, that is tight.
It is tight.
Yeah, that's very tight. I might break that. Hold on.
Oh, don't break it.
Don't move any further.
I'm trying to get it over top of the crystal. Wow, that was like challenge. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to make it a little bigger loop. But there's my bracelet, guys. Look at
It's
how pretty.
gorgeous.
Look at how gorgeous that is.
I love it, love it, love it. Those would make such wonderful Christmas presents.
And they would make really pretty earrings.
Yes, they would.
Also, this would make a beautiful necklace. And
Yes.
for the necklace, you would not attach the necklace like you did with the bracelet. You would make your components and you would attach them with this same thing here, the same, what would you call this? The way you would join it here, you would join it from loop to loop, from tip to tip, but having all the stars up. So you would join it all the way around in the same fashion, just joining it from tip to tip. And it will kind of pull them together like this.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
That's-
can I do in a day? Sorry. Oh, well, I can do a few, maybe. This ended up being a little big, but it's, oh, this is so cute. So cute. Ha ha, Patsy, it's too big for me. It ain't gonna fit your wrist. So yeah, it's gonna probably have a challenge to get it off. I'm probably gonna end up breaking this. I'm taking this one off and restarting. Sometimes the fire line stretches, but I guess I'm sleeping with this on now. Ha ha ha. Yes.
Well, if you sleep on your arm like I do, you'll have snowflake imprints on your face.
Yes, I do sleep like that, guys. I do.
Yes. So I would have snowflake imprints.
Yeah, I would too. So has anybody got any questions? Anybody want to know anything? Anybody want to know about our 25 days of Christmas?
Yes, I think we should tell everybody about that.
Yes, I want to mention the 25 days of Christmas. Now, this is going to consist of some live shows, but a lot of them will already be like pre-recorded shows. And there will be, I have really gorgeous two beading tutorials coming up for the 25 days of Christmas. They will not be live shows simply because I don't want to redo them. Because of this live show, I have to redo this tutorial. They will be pre-recorded, and we'll be doing, I've got a kits ready for those tutorials. And then there's Robin and Angela and Karen that have some shabby chic stuff. Karen does paper crafting more than anything. So she will have some gorgeous, gorgeous paper crafting for you guys. So the four of us, and Robin does a lot of shabby chic, and Angela does a lot of mixed media. If you've seen her rocking horse, that she will be live tomorrow to finish her rocking horse. That rocking horse is
Oh
so
my gosh.
cute.
You guys are
God.
in.
Yeah,
That is going to be an amazing show. Amazing.
oh my God, you got to see. She did a video on how she prepped her rocking horse. So it's already all distressed, and she shows you in the video how she distressed it and how she got it to the point where it's at for tomorrow's show. So make sure you go and see her live show to finish off her rocking horse. I'm excited about it. And Robin, she ordered a carousel. So I'm pretty sure that might be part of the 25 Days of Christmas, but it might be two videos, two tutorials, because this video that Angela did in just distressing her rocking horse just to get it in the state it is. It took, how long, Angela? I think she has her mic.
Sorry, Ruby, how long for what?
How long did it take you to do your rocking horse to the state it's at now?
About 3 hours.
Yeah, so you can see that Robin's going to be doing a carousel that's in the paper mache. These things are so cute. I'm actually excited for Angela to finish it because I actually want to see it done. Robin has tutorials coming up. I have a kit coming up in the shabby chic, as well as kits coming up in jewelry. My kit will be 6 Christmas ornaments that you get to purchase and shabby chic them up. So you'll get everything that you need in your kit to shabby up 6 really cute ornaments. There's going to be, look at that, I got it off and didn't break it. There's going to be some giveaways. There's going to be some bingo. Angela is going to be hosting bingo. What else is there going to be, girls? I know there's bingo, there's prizes.
Yeah, there's going to be prizes. And
so we don't know whose video the prizes will be on. We don't know whose video the giveaways will be on. So if you're not watching every day for the 25 days starting November 30th, you guys are not going to know.
right.
Or you're not going to.
Because we don't know.
Win. No.
We don't know. So that just means you'll have to watch them all.
Yep, you'll just have to watch them all.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll probably have a lot of fun. We're also going to ring in the new year. Angela has something planned for the new year. There'll be a beautiful event happening for New Year, so you'll have to watch for that. She's got something in the works.
Yes, and you can also visit everybody's channel and Ruby's. Y'all can all go back to Ruby's channel and watch the Christmas event mini commercial and read all of the details and links are in the description box below it.
Yes, all of the links. There's going to be 5 links because Craft Chat, which is Robin's and Karen's main Craft Chat channel, they'll be displaying our videos as well. So if you miss it on ours and you're a subscriber to Craft Chat, you'll see it there. You won't miss it anywhere. Plus, on every one of our Facebook pages, we will have everybody's videos plastered on our Facebook, so you won't miss it through that. If you happen to not be able to see our show, you can always go watch it on somebody's channel. It'll always show up on our Facebooks. So yes, don't worry if you miss out on it in Google, you will. And yeah, the bingo, we're gonna have some awesome prizes. Yeah, Angela is hosting that. We don't know which day it's gonna happen, but I know she's got a lot of great ideas for that bingo night, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play bingo live. That is going to be awesome.
Oh my goodness. For those of you who missed our Pampered Chef parties, those were a riot. I can only imagine what bingo's going to be like.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, they will be.
So yeah, I want to promote our 25 Days of Christmas because I'm telling you guys, we've got a lot of good things planned. We're hoping everything falls into place how we planned. You know how sometimes things can just muck up, and no matter how hard we try, we can't always be perfect.
We're not perfect.
No, we're not perfect. We're here to, like Miku's telling everyone bad things. Hey, Miku.
Ready, bird.
My sister taught him that, by the way. The lady that's Patsy in there, she taught him to say that. She is a bad sister. That's not even funny, Miku. Hey! You be good, birdie.
I love that bird.
Good night, Kathleen. Bye.
I'm sorry, Ruby. You can't see me.
Bye, Kathleen. Patsy, you got me in trouble for teaching that bird that. You're not coming here tomorrow. There, he's saying, pretty bird.
Pretty bird.
Pretty bird. Is you a pretty bird? You've been a good boy. I know what he's... I'm almost afraid to talk to him because I know what he's going to say.
Miku.
Patsy, really bad. Anyways, so nobody's got any questions. Our live videos, our 24 days of Christmas. Each day one of us will take a turn posting. So it could be me, it could be Robin, it could be Karen, and it could be Angela. Yeah, Robin, don't fall off your chair. She always always laughs at me.
Cracks me up. Listen to him.
I know, right? He's laughing at you, Robin.
Oh my word.
Oh my gosh.
My stomach hurts.
He would make a heck of a mess of these beads.
Oh,
One
yes, he
bite
would.
of this, and he could crush these beads in a split second. This whole thing. Miku, you be nice, birdie. Miku. Hey. Why is it the first thing those birds learn is the
I
swear word?
don't know. It's just like a kid.
Like, seriously.
Kids learn how to do that.
I don't even say the F word. I'm so pure and innocent.
Of course you don't. Never.
No, I never say that.
Never. Never, never, never.
Yeah, I know it was Patsy, Amy Coo.
Oh,
for God's sakes.
yes, we were singing to each other earlier.
Yeah, my sister.
Oh.
My brother, every time he came over, which is Patsy's twin brother, he lives with her. He came here all the time. He would say, "Go for coffee." That's what he would say to the birds. So he would say the F word. There, he learned that from my sister and my brother. Oh, why can't you see me, sister? You should be able to see my bracelet. Yes, he did, Tina. Yes, he did. Good night, Donna.
Good night, Donna.
Thanks for coming. I don't know. I guess this is about the end of our show. Yeah, pretty bird.
Pretty bird.
Pretty bird. He's a pretty bird. Whoa. We have something happening here. All right, well, I guess I'm going to end this broadcast, guys. I am going to redo the tutorial so you get a better, closer look at how I did this. You will be able to see the beads better and how I joined it and what holes I was going in, because I know it can be very intimidating when working with the these little Monties. These little Monties are so cute. But you can get these almost anywhere, and I believe these are 4mm. So you can get them from eBay, wherever. One of the other ladies left, Patsy. I don't know what happened to Robin. She's here. Oh, yeah, it's time to get going.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and don't forget to watch out for the 25 Days of Christmas. That starts November 30th. So jump over to whoever's YouTube channel it's on and have a watch. It'll be a free tutorial and games or bingo and giveaways, and
It's fun.
Kits. There'll be kits and stuff. So stay tuned, guys. Have fun. Be blessed. Have a fantastic weekend. Love and peace to you all, and God bless you all. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.